Okay, so we have some audience. Just a second. Okay, so right, we have some audience. Good morning. Let me know if I am audible, visible, then we can start. Okay, Divya madam, what happened? So early in the morning, 11:30. So early. You must be very sleepy right now. Okay, give rest to your finger. Okay, so we are going to start. We are going to understand retrograde planet today. Okay, what retrograde planet actually means, or what what is their impact. Okay, so all these planets have a direction. Okay, they move in certain directions. These directions are known as direct or retrograde. Okay, direct is like planet is moving forward, and retrograde they say that it is moving backwards. Okay, this is the basic introduction of directions of movement of planets. Either they are moving direct forward, or they are retrograde and they are moving backwards. Okay, sun and moon are always direct. Okay, sun and moon are always direct moving planets. This uh, Rahu and Ketu are always retrograde. They are never direct. Sun and Moon are never retrograde. Rahu and Ketu are never direct. Okay, Sun and Moon are direct. Rahu Ketu are retrograde. Remaining five planets, as per Vedic side, sidereal astrology, remaining five planets: Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. They go direct at certain time during the year, and they do go retrograde during certain time of the year. Okay, every planet has some time during the year that they will go direct and they will go retrograde. Okay, this is the thing. This is session in generic way. Okay, I am not taking like specific about the planets as a specific planet going retrograde. It is generic about all the retrogrades. Okay, so the main definition, if we just look at the theory of a retrograde planet, we will get to hear, or we will get to read at different sites that retrograde planet are those planets which are moving backwards, which are going backwards. Okay, but no planet is actually going backwards. Every planet is moving forward. Okay, what happens with retrograde planet is just an optical illusion. Okay, understand it like this: retrograde planets are actually those planets which are closer to Earth at the time of your birth. Okay, in birth chart, if you have any retrograde planet, it only means that that planet was very close to Earth when you took birth. Even in transit, it means the same thing. Like right now, I think Mercury is about to retrograde, so Mercury will come closer to Earth. That's why it feels like, it looks like that it is moving backwards. Okay, what happens actually, that planet a planet, suppose this is Earth and the planet has come closer. Okay, it is revolving around Sun, but during revolution around Sun, it has come closer to Earth. Okay, now this planet has its own speed of revolving around sun. Okay, its orbit, it has its own speed. Earth has its own speed on rotating on its axis. Okay, as Earth's speed is faster than planet's speed of revolving around sun, it looks like when we look from Earth towards that sun and that planet, it looks like that it is moving backwards. Okay, the generic example which is given to understand it like this, that you suppose you are going in a car in a particular direction, and I am going in a same direction in another car. Okay, I am also going into the same direction in another car. Now from my car it will look like you are moving backwards. Okay, because my car's speed is high. Okay, I am at higher speed, your car is at lower speed. So from your car from my car it will look like your car is moving backwards, but it is not moving backward, it is also moving forward, but at a slower speed. So it is nothing but theory of relativity. Okay, so retrograde planets are actually not moving backwards, they are also moving forward, but at a slower speed. Okay, this is the main theme. Okay, so actually they are actually no planet is moving backwards, all planets are moving forward, just that retrograde planets are at a slower speed. And that slower speed is also because of the Earth's relative speed of rotating on its axis. Okay, by looking at that planet from Earth, it looks like it is moving backwards, or it is slow, so it is moving backwards. Okay, so this is the main theme which we should understand about retrograde planet. Okay, now if we go into effects, first of all, the intensity of a retrograde planet is very high. Okay, reason is the same, that it is closer to Earth. As it is closer to Earth, its rays are going to impact you with more intensity. Okay, so all these planets which are retrograde in your chart, okay, or in your birth chart, or in your this transits also, it is those planets are going to have more impact, and their intensities will be high because they are closer to Earth. That's why retrograde planet makes us work harder. Okay, whenever we are going in retrograde season, like when many planets are retrograde, we have to work really hard in that time period. Okay, because the intensity is very high. Then the thing is that as retrograde movement is nothing but an optical illusion. Okay, as we look at those planets from Earth, it looks like they are moving backwards, because an optical illusion is taking place. These planets represent some sort of illusion. Okay, whatever is that planet, we will have illusion related with that planet. Like if someone has Jupiter retrograde, they can have illusion around their religion, belief system, spirituality. Okay, and they will question their religion, they will question other religions also. So this is what happens with the retrograde planet. If someone has Saturn retrograde, Saturn is all about your duty and responsibility in life, then they will reflect back and they will have illusions. Okay, what I should be doing in this life, whether I should follow this career or that career. That type of illusion will always be there with retrograde planet. Okay, so this is important with retrograde planets, that because a retrograde planet is result of an optical illusion, it is bound to create some illusions in life. Now the second effect, the third effect is that because it creates some certain illusions in life, we commit some mistakes related with that planet. Okay, so because let's say Jupiter is retrograde, person can commit mistakes related with his education in early life. When he is in school, college days, he can choose wrong subjects. He may be lazy towards putting his efforts. Okay, so these retrograde planets will make us make some mistake in our initial life when we are growing up. Okay, then because of those mistakes we suffer. Okay, because if I am not putting efforts in my education, obviously I will not have a good result in examination, right? Now when I am not getting good result in examination, I will revert back, I will reflect back what went wrong. Like, if I pass any examination, there is no question of reflecting back, right? We reflect back only when we commit some mistakes, we commit some errors. Okay, then we reflect back at certain thing. So these retrograde planets make us reflect back at those particular things which on which we have committed some mistakes due to illusion. Then we realize our mistakes. Okay, fine, I was supposed to work hard on my education and I didn't, so I didn't pass my class. So now you have realized your mistakes, and in future you correct those mistakes, you take improved actions. Okay, so this is the process of result of a retrograde planet. First of all, their intensity is high, they create illusion. Because of that illusion, you commit some mistake, and then you revert back, reflect back on those mistakes, you realize those mistakes, and then you take improved actions. This is the process, the flow chart of a retrograde planet. Okay, this is the way the retrograde planet will behave. Then it also means like a person reflects back a lot upon the planets related thing, or even the houses that planet rules. Okay, as I said, Jupiter retrograde can make you reflect back upon your religion, belief system, spirituality and all. But if Jupiter rules your 7th house of relationship, then you may reflect back upon your relationship also. If Jupiter rules your 4th house of home or mother, then you may reflect back upon your relationship with mother also. Okay, so this is also an important thing, that any planet retrograde will make us reflect back upon things related with that planet, or whichever houses that planet is ruling. Again, we reflect back only when we commit mistakes. If we are doing everything correctly, then there is no question of reflecting back. So this is an important thing, that this is the way a retrograde planet will behave in your chart. Another thing is that most of the retrograde planet or combust planet, or your planets in Upacha houses number 3, 6, 10, 11, these planets in these houses, or retrograde or combust planet, they give better results from our 30s. Okay, till 30s they make us work hard, till 30s they make us put some efforts. Okay, we have to improve on those things. Okay, that's what I said, that they make us commit some mistakes. So till 30s we can say, okay, we are committing mistakes, we are learning from our mistakes, and from 30s we start improving on our actions. So most or majority of these retrograde planet or combust planet, or planets in Upacha houses, or even malefic planets, they give better results, improved results in our 30s. Till then efforts are needed. Okay, till then we need to put the best of effort to get to improve these things. Okay, like if someone has Mercury retrograde, that person can have communication related problems. they may not be able to communicate effectively. Okay, they may not be able to convey their thoughts or ideas to other people effectively. So what it means is that they need to work a lot upon their communication skills. Okay, they need to work a lot upon their communications, and as they work, they improve in their communication. In later life, they reap the benefits of the same retrograde planet. So in a way, we can say, okay, a retrograde planet is kind of average planet. When it is in initial life, it can give some difficulties, but in later life, the same planet can become your asset. Okay, so it becomes an average planet, but the hard work is needed. Okay, another thing is that the dignity plays a huge role, as always. Planet should be in good dignity, either even if it is even if it is retrograde, but it is exalted, own sign, mool trikon sign, friendly sign, it is better. It shows some improvement with time. Okay, but when it is like debilitated and then retrograde, or in enemy sign and retrograde, then it is like very too much of hard work is needed to get things moving related with that planet. Okay, that then it will require lots of hard work. I know that there is a theory going on that if a exalted planet is retrograde, then it works like a debilitated planet, or debilitated planet is retrograde, then it works like an exalted planet. I don't believe in that theory because of my own experience. I am under Jupiter Dasha, my Jupiter is exalted, retrograde. I am not getting result of a debilitated Jupiter. Okay, so I don't believe in, I don't follow that theory. Okay, for me, a planet, if it is exalted, it is exalted. It will give you results either sooner or later. A planet, if it is debilitated, it is debilitated. It will make you work hard related with things of that particular planet. Okay, so this is what I feel about retrograde planet. Is that people uh, uh, people need to work hard on these planets. Okay, whatever planets are retrograde, and they give us better results when we are in 30s. Till then, it is putting continuous effort in improving those things related with that planet. Okay, let's see if someone has questions. Audible, visible, good morning. Yes, woke up for your video only. Good. So, if I had not done this video, you won't have woken up, right? Okay. So, this is the thing. Then, good morning. Start with Jupiter retrograde. Okay. Jupiter retrograde is like, as I said, Jupiter is knowledge. Jupiter is knowledge, education, belief system, your religion, philosophy, literature. So, Jupiter retrograde will make you reflect back upon all these things. Okay, you may reflect back, whomsoever this person may reflect back whether he is following the right religion, whether he is following the belief system, right guru. Okay, there will be lots of reflecting back on this thing, that okay, fine, I should be following all these such type of education, wisdom, knowledge, and all. Okay, they can doubt a lot in matters of their teachers or guru. They can doubt a lot that if this person is right guru or that person is right guru. Okay, this type of doubt will come, which is good. It is not good to believe someone blindly. Okay, another thing is that whichever houses Jupiter rules, person will reflect back upon those house related things also. Like I said, if Jupiter rules your fifth and eighth house, so you will reflect back upon things related with fifth and eighth house. That means you will commit some mistakes related with fifth and eighth house. Okay. Then if we go further, uh, the most important thing is dignity of Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter should be strong. Jupiter should be strong in the chart. uh, then it shows that although it is retrograde, but sooner or later it will bring some good results. Okay, if it is strong in dignity. If it is weak in dignity and retrograde, then it shows that okay, the person has to work really hard to make things work in that planet related thing. Okay. For Libra person, Jupiter is retrograde in 8th house. So what can we expect? Okay, for Libra people, Jupiter is third lord and sixth lord, and it is sitting in the eighth house. Okay, the common significance I said, what Jupiter represents on itself: religion, philosophy, knowledge, belief system. Person will reflect back upon all these things. Third house is your business, self efforts. This person will reflect back whether he is putting right efforts in right direction. He will think back, okay, what changes he can make in his in his efforts or business. Okay, eighth house is also house of your marriage benefits. Jupiter itself represents marriage and married life, so they will reflect back a lot upon their married life. Okay, and the relationship benefits. Then sixth house is also your disputes and diseases, health issues. It can make you reflect back upon this sixth house related matter also. Your daily work life also, whether I am following the right day and daily work life, or I should change my daily work life. So this is what happens with Jupiter retrograde for a Libra ascendant person in 8th house. Again, it is losing its dignity. It is in the enemy sign. So what it means is that person will have to work hard on all these things, and in later life he will start realizing his mistakes and correcting those mistakes. Okay. Jupiter retrograde in Leo in 8th, that means Capricorn ascendant. Okay. Leo in 8th lord in 3rd with Mercury, Saturn aspecting from 6th house, Mars from 5th house, Rahu from 4th house for Capricorn ascendant. So this Jupiter is like beaten up. Okay, it is completely beaten up. Although it is in good dignity, it is in Leo sign, friendly sign. Jupiter in Leo is considered as a very strong Jupiter, but it is getting aspect of all the malefic planets: Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and it is in the 8th house. So this person needs to work really hard upon this Jupiter's position. Okay, upon his knowledge, upon his education, and all the other things which Jupiter represents. Like Jupiter is third lord, Jupiter is 12th lord. Upon his efforts, upon his communication, upon his relationship life, married life. Okay, so Jupiter will make this person work on all these things, and then in later life, maybe in his 30s or after mid 30s, he will start getting good results. Okay, better results. As always, Dasha is important. Whatever Dasha you are going through, that will play its role. Okay, if Jupiter Dasha has come and gone in your childhood, okay, when Jupiter is not even mature, then although Jupiter may be exalted, but a person may not feel that okay, then that Dasha was good enough. Okay, so this is also important thing when the Dasha is coming in your life. Ideally, Dasha of a planet should come when you can utilize, you are in such position to utilize, okay, where you can put your best effort in the right direction, and utilize the planet. Suppose someone is having Jupiter exalted, but that dasha is starting somewhere around 75 or 80 years of age. Then although, like, I'm not making a general rule that every person in 75 or 80 years is not fit or something like that, but if we see, normally people are not that strong at that age to put their best effort. That's what I mean to say, okay. That is the main thing, that your important dasha should come in your young age, when you can put your best effort, okay. Sagittarius Ascendant and Jupiter Vakri in Lagna and Mula Nakshatra. It will make you reflect back upon your life path. Okay, first house is all about your life path, ascendant, and its lord is in ascendant, and it is retrograde. It will make you really think back that what kind of life path you are living, and whether you should follow the same life path or you should change your life path. It is in Mula Nakshatra, then the research oriented knowledge or occult knowledge can be very prominent in your life path. You can be like interested in any research oriented knowledge, and that can be become part of your life path. You can help people, serve people through that knowledge. So this is the thing with Jupiter in Mula in first house and retrograde. It is a very strong Jupiter, okay. You will be seen, this person will be seen as a Jupiterian person, okay. Other people will feel that they are very knowledgeable and learned, and other people will naturally come for their advice. Mercury retrograde in 8th house for Sagittarius Ascendant in Ashlesha, what to expect, okay. So here not only Mercury is retrograde, but it is also in enemy sign in the 8th house, Dushtana house, and it is in Ashlesha Nakshatra. Although Ashlesha is ruled by Mercury only, but Ashlesha is one of the most difficult nakshatra, along with Ardra, Mula, and all. But so what it means is that first of all, this person needs to work on his communication skills, and 7th house and 10th house related matters, because Jupiter rules these houses. 7th house and Mercury rules these houses, 7th house and 10th house. So career related matters or relationship oriented matters, business oriented matters, this person needs to work really hard upon it. Now Mercury is in Ashlesha or in Cancer, okay. Cancer is sign of emotions, Mercury is your intellect. So most of the time when they take decisions in life, they because it is your intellect and decision making skills, their decision can be because of their emotions, not because of some practical reason or some logic something, but only because of their emotions, okay. And then it is in Ashlesha. So Ashlesha shows our insecurities. Ashlesha shows our basic insecurities as a human being, that okay, if this person goes away from my life, what will happen? If that person goes away from my life, what will happen? If I lose this thing, what will I do? So Ashlesha represents this insecure tendencies, and that's why it represents clinging or holding on to the things or people. So when Mercury is in Ashlesha, again their decision making is impacted by emotional insecurities they may have, and as it is retrograde, all these things will be intensified, okay. So this is where they need to work out. Then understand, we need to realize that nothing and no one is going to stay forever, okay. nothing is going to stay forever in your life. No one is going to stay forever in your life. You are not going to stay forever in anyone's life. People come and people go, and that's it. That's how life goes. So this is what they need to realize, and somehow come out of this emotional insecurity they may have. Okay. Jupiter is retrograde in 7th house in Virgo as its ascendant lord, and it is retrograde is impacted badly. Okay. Jupiter is again in the your first lord and 10th lord. Okay. So as I said, Jupiter related things, knowledge, belief system, religion, spirituality, person will reflect back on these things. Then person will also reflect back upon first house and 10th house related things, the life path, career path related things. Then comes this 7th house. 7th house is the house of your masses, okay, your business, so or relationship. So they may reflect back upon their business if they are in business oriented field, or they may reflect back upon their relationship. Now Jupiter is in enemy sign. Okay, this is where the importance is, that it is in enemy sign dignity wise. Okay, so now Jupiter in enemy sign is a frustration in relationship, and it is retrograde, so intensity of that frustration is very high. Okay, this is how we need to apply everything. As I always say, everything is in addition in astrology, nothing cancels anything. So Jupiter, take all the significances of Jupiter in Virgo in 7th house, okay, and then understand that intensity is high. That is what Jupiter retrograde in 7th house Virgo. Okay, take all the significance of 7th house relationship and all, put Jupiter there. Jupiter is in enemy sign, so you are feeling frustrated in the relationship matters. Now it is retrograde also, so intensity is high. Okay, so this is the thing. My question is not related to today's topic, but please tell us that now Saturn is combust. What will happen to farmers steer at Delhi border? I am not good at mundane astrology, like the generic one, global situations and all. I tried my hands quite a few times, but I failed miserably, so I stopped doing it. Okay, so I won't be able to help you with this. All I can say is that this is if we just generally look at the situation, okay, all these planets going into Capricorn sign, which is the sign of government and law and order. It is and among them is Sun is with Saturn and in Capricorn. It is challenging time for government. Okay, so I can say this much, but otherwise, like prediction on mundane events or global events, I am not good at it. I have reached 50s, so good. Libra ascendant, Jupiter, Saturn, and Jupiter, Saturn both in good dignity in 4th house Capricorn, and both retrograde. In natal chart, I am in Jupiter Mahadasha, but and early life Mars and Rahu Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha was much better for family matter, careers, little finances, and later life in Jupiter Mahadasha is very very challenging and more reflective. Those were the dashas. Mahadasha planet will always rule over your Antardasha planet. Understand? Mahadasha planet is the boss, Antardasha planet is the employee, as I always say. So employee can do as good as the boss allows. Now in this case, this Antardasha planet, Jupiter itself is the boss. Okay. And as I see, this is not a strong Jupiter because it is with Saturn in Saturn sign. Although it is creating Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, but it will be helpful in your professional life only, not in personal life. Then this is Libra ascendant chart, So even in profession wise, this person needs to work in business setup, then only it will be helpful. So we cannot say that okay fine, just because it is getting the Nij Bhangraj Yoga, all the negative traits of Jupiter debilitated are gone. Nothing works like this. This is why I say that everything is in addition. Okay, everything adds up. Okay, so this is important. Saturn retrograde in second house for Capricorn ascendant. Person needs to work really hard on saving his money wealth factor. Okay, they need to work really hard on their money. Okay, their money factor will gradually grow. Okay, they need to learn how to save their money from their very initial life. Even if they are in their 30s now or mid 20s, they can start learning from now onwards. Okay, so that is the thing. Then it is first house lord sitting in the second house. It shows that their wealth is coming through their own self efforts. Best wealth in life is going to come with self efforts. Okay. uh, in family matters also, like they will reflect back a lot. It is better for them to stay away from their family members and all. They may not feel the connection. They feel that their family environment is very cold and detached and not emotional, or they are very cold, detached, or not emotional about their family. Jupiter Saturn are retrograde in 11th house in Aries with Moon. Fine. Mars in 8th house uh, with Ketu in Capricorn, facing so much trouble and problems in general life. Jupiter Saturn retrograde in 11th house in Aries with Moon. Okay. What I find challenging here is that Moon is with Saturn. Okay, and Saturn is debilitated. Okay, and this is the main theme around this conjunction of Moon, Jupiter, Saturn in Aries. So as I always say, Saturn is the big boss. Wherever it is sitting, wherever it is ruling the house or a sign, okay, it is running the show. Okay, no planet can go beyond Saturn. So when Jupiter and Moon are with Saturn in Aries, so it shows lots of difficulties, lots of long-term issues are there with Saturn in Aries. Even Aries Lord is in Capricorn. It is again a Neech Bhangraj Yoga, but it shows that person will have courage. Okay, it only shows that person will have the courage to go through all these difficulties in life. Also, like it is a Gemini ascendant person, they are having a rough transit from last 1 year or so, as Saturn is transiting their 8th house. It is a very rough time for Gemini ascendant person. They should just look to sail through it. Okay, not to get some major advantages in life and all that. They should just look to sail through this time period. Okay, more I can guide when I know the dashas all, then I can guide well. But as Mars is exalted, it shows that person will have got the courage to go through this time period. Aries ascendant Venus retrograde Magha in 5th house with Sun. Uh, this shows that like Venus is your relationship matters, 5th house is relationship, love, romance, dating and all. Sun represents ego. So when Venus and Sun are together, especially in the sign of Leo, so it can cause lots of ego conflicts. Magha nakshatra is again the nakshatra of ego, because its representation is a royal throne. It represents authority or recognition. When person has Venus or any relationship oriented planet in Magha, they may feel that they should be treated like a king or queen in relationship. So that can create some troubles in relationship. And as Venus is retrograde, it will make person reflect back upon their relationship every now and then. Whenever they go through some setback in their relationship, they will reflect back that what went wrong. And majority of times with this type of planetary placement, Venus in Leo in Magha with Sun, I feel the only thing that is going wrong is ego conflicts. Okay, ego conflicts are going on, and that is ruining the relationship. As I always say, either we can have our ego or we can have our relationship. We cannot have both. Okay. uh, Mercury retrograde in ninth house in Hasta Nakshatra for Capricorn Ascendant. uh, Mercury retrograde in ninth house. Mercury is communication. Again, this person needs to work on his communication. It is exalted. So, in higher education matters, this person needs to work hard, and he can because it is exalted. Eventually, he will overcome this situation of reflecting back on working hard upon it. Plus, it can make someone highly analytical, highly perfectionist. Okay, because Mercury in Virgo is naturally analytical and perfectionist person. Now it is retrograde, so intensity is high. So it is like very super analytical person. Okay, that type of individual can be seen through this position. Then Saturn retro in third house. Jupiter and Sun aspecting from ninth house for Leo Ascendant. Saturn in Libra in third house is perfect placement for business. This person will be pushed towards business every now and then. If they are working in job setup, then they will always have the conflicts with the authority figures, and that conflict is again an indication that they should be in their own business. uh, at the same time, Saturn represents fear. Now this is retrograde, means more fear, intense fear. So this person can be very fearful of starting the business, but sooner or later he has to start. Okay, he has to take this jump sooner or later in life. What about the Dasha of retrograde planet? Do we feel more pronounced effect during such phase of retrogression? Yeah, we can say so. Like if a planet is retrograde in your chart and you are having that dasha, and in transit also that planet is retrograde, then it is the the most intense impact of that planet. I can tell you, like I was saying, that I have Jupiter retrograde in my chart in ninth house. Then I started my Jupiter Dasha in 2011, and many a times from 2011 to 13, Jupiter would have gone retrograde for at least 5 6 times. So the whole period from 2011 to 13, I can say up to the Jupiter Saturn Dasha also, like 2011 to 15, I was super religious. Okay, I was like religious like hell. So it is like I used to go to temple for 4 5 times in a day. And in that time period, I before astrology, I did specific research on Mahabharat. I was fascinated by Mahabharat. If you are interested, there is a separate page which I run of Mahabharat stories. Okay, and that page is also there, so you can search that page. So that's what I mean to say, that I was totally engrossed into religion in that time. Jupiter ninth house Cancer, and it is retrograde. So I was totally into religion and philosophy literature at that time period. And then from 2013 onwards, I started learning astrology. So this is what a Jupiter, sorry, any planet dasha does, any planet dasha during especially if it is retrograde planet, it will make you really get into that planet related things. Okay. The whole result will be super intensified when that dasha is going on. Okay, I think we have good enough questions. I was not expecting that much. Okay, any further question? Saturn Lord of fourth in Capricorn in fourth house retrograde. Saturn Lord of fifth. Saturn Mahadasha starts in late 60s. What would you expect in this Mahadasha? Saturn is always challenging. Okay, so plus benefit for you is that it is coming in your age where you have learnt your lessons, majority of your lessons in your life. Okay, so that's what it is expected. Okay, that's what it is expected, that if you are normally we says that Saturn maturity age is 35, but it is not Saturn maturity age, it is our maturity age. We should at least start behaving in a matured way when we are in 30s. At least at that age we should start behaving in a matured way. So as Saturn Dasha is coming, the more matured actions you are taking, the more conscious actions you are taking, better Dasha it will be. Like I can tell, okay, just listen to this example and understand how to deal with Saturn Dasha. Saturn Dasha is all about being proactive. Okay, you have to be proactive with Saturn. You cannot wait till the last moment when it starts giving the result, because by that time you will have no time left to take any actions. Okay, you have to be proactive. So my Saturn Dasha is starting from 2027. Okay, 2027, that means 6 years from now onwards. I have Saturn in Leo, it is weak. I know that it will give me some bones related issues, because I had bones related problem throughout my life. So I know that Saturn Dasha is coming, it will give me some bone related issue. From now onwards, from 2020-21 onwards, I can say from 2019 onwards, I have started taking regular medication for strengthening my bones. Okay, this is the preparation of Saturn we need to do. So even like your Saturn Dasha is starting in some point from now, in some time from now, you should always be preparing for Saturn. Okay, you cannot wait for Saturn Dasha to actually come and start giving results and then take reactive measures, rather than you should be ready with your proactive measures. Okay, this is the important thing about Saturn. It is always a challenging planet, so it will give you one or the other difficulties, health issues and all. So you have to deal with those things proactively. Plus you can have good benefits from real estate if you want to, like fourth house Saturn own sign. Okay, it can give you good real estate benefits. So in significances non-living significances, it can still give you good results, and the problems can come in living significances. Okay, retro Saturn Jyeshtha Nakshatra, 12th house Scorpio, lord of second and third house Sagittarius Ascendant. Dasha will be coming in 50 years. Right, so for Sagittarius Ascendant, Saturn is second and third lords. It shows that their best wealth is coming through business. Then Saturn is going into 12th house, so the business can be in 12th house related matters like foreign lands, spirituality, occult, mysticism, any other research oriented subject. You can be interested in all those things. Then uh, uh, as Saturn is in Scorpio, Saturn itself represents changes, Scorpio is changes, so this dasha can bring some major changes in your life. Again, we need to be receptive towards the changes. We should not be trying to resist the change. I realize that my interest of astrology is reducing nowadays. Why, I don't know. Now Ketu Dasha is ending. It will finish in May 2021. Please share your views. So you are starting getting the results of your Venus Dasha. Okay. You are in this Sandhi period. I don't know if it is Mahadasha or Antardasha, but anyways, you are in Sandhi period and you are starting getting the results of Venus placement wherever it is in your chart. So maybe because of that reason, you are losing the interest in the study of astrology, which is fine. Uh, Whenever Dasha again comes, you can again start. Okay. Yeah, so that is the thing. It is the whole Mahadasha is coming to an end. Now you should like focus on Venus position, Venus house lord, whichever houses Venus rules. And Venus is all about service and devotion. Dedicate yourself towards service and devotion to the people, and you will get the best of the results of Venus Dasha. Okay. If you like, you can continue to meditate if you do it. Otherwise, also you should do it. We all should meditate. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Any further question? Okay, thank you. Uh, let's meet next week with some other topic. Okay, great session. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Bye. Take care. Okay. People say retrograde planet will give back house results. Is it true? Uh, uh, like I dealt with this question yesterday in my live session on YouTube. Every planet from any house can give result of it other houses also, because it is somewhere connected with other houses. Okay, what I mean to say that every house is interconnected. Every house of your chart is interconnected with other houses of your chart. Okay, so the same as, like I have Jupiter exalted retrograde in the ninth house. This ninth house is actually sixth from the fourth. Okay, so during the same dasha, I may get result of illness to my mother or death, loans to my house properties. So this is what I mean to say, that although it is only in ninth house, it can give results of different houses. Okay, based on its placement from that particular houses. Like it is fourth from the sixth, so I can get the result of sixth house. Sixth house also during this Jupiter dasha. It is second. It is eighth from the second, so I can also get the result of second house. So if you just look at the last portion of yesterday's session on YouTube, you will get the last 5 minutes, I think. You will get the result. You will get what I mean to say. Okay, take care. Bye.